Good day, everyone, and welcome back for another episode in our Explore the World Live Coffee Chats. And today, my special guest is our friend Marilisa De Simone, and she is the Business Development Manager for Carnival Cruise Lines. So, I am Jennifer McPherson from Turnkey Travel, and I look forward to this chat with you. Good morning. How are you, Marilisa?
Hi, Jennifer. Thank you so much for inviting me today. I'm super excited. I hope you're doing well and hope all your viewers are doing well as well.
Yes, yes. Well, it's been a crazy time. We've been seeing a big shift here in travel the last couple of weeks, especially in Canada. So looking good for more and more bookings coming in, and particularly the cruise lines. So with that in mind, talking about travel, why don't we get into a few of the questions to get to know you a little bit better and also the cruise line itself. And
Sure.
our first question, of course, we've been asking people is what is your earliest or favorite travel memory?
My goodness, there's so many, but probably as a child, going to Italy, visiting family and friends, and of course, in my adults, as an adult, going to Dubai and the Emirates, visiting Thailand, and of course, probably one of my favorite cruises was on the Carnival Vista. I
Mm.
actually brought a bunch of friends with me, and they were all first-time cruisers. And so it's just so fun and unique to see their perspective as they see the ship for the first time, as it's larger than life, and boarding the ship for the first time, and it's just an eye opener, and it just makes you really appreciate things. So I it was really a special occasion, special moment.
Yes, yes, seeing that like Christmas with children in their eyes, kind of seeing that experience firsthand when people are boarding. That's great, great. Now, I know that you have been in the travel industry quite a while, but how long has it been with Carnival or even prior to Carnival in the travel industry in general?
Well, my entire career has actually been in travel and tourism. So I started off about 23 years ago, actually as a travel advisor like yourself. I've worked in different facets of the industry, but truly have to say the last 9 years have been the best 9 years of my life, which have been at Carnival. And I have to say, time has really flown by. I can't believe it's been 9 years.
Yeah, travel does have a way of making things speed up quite a bit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people know the name Carnival, and it's synonymous with that sort of fun.
Yeah.
But what else would you say is that one thing that the company is really known for? Your cruise
Um,
line.
I would say it really, there's so much, but truly our outstanding cuisine, to be honest with you. We've been known to have a lot of phenomenal food, better than some land-based restaurants and better than a lot of other higher end cruise lines. And also our fun aspect. Like we have something for all ages, whether you're 5 years old or you're 95 years old, there's something for everybody on a Carnival ship.
So we've all been anxiously awaiting new announcements regarding the travel advisories, and you guys have seen a little bit further advancement down in the States with things happening down there. But how do you sort of see both personally and also the cruise line now as travel is opening around the world?
Well, we've seen it in our sales here in Canada. Our sales have been phenomenal, to be honest with you. Really taken off, the last while, and it continues to grow in the right direction. There's been so much interest uh, as we restart next week. Actually, I can't believe it. It's next
I know.
week, July 3rd. So we restart next week with our first ship. Will be in the Carnival Vista out of Galveston, Texas. We will then, through the months of July and August, be also sailing from Miami, Port Canaveral, Seattle, as well as Long Beach. We always knew it would be a phased-in approach once we resume sailing, and then hopefully in the months to come, all the rest of our fleet will commence as well. But definitely the demand is there. We have seen such pent-up demand for next year, for 2022, 2023, and actually we also have availability all the way through April of 2024. So people are booking all the way through April of 2024, believe it or not.
Oh, that's great for groups, families, yeah, people who want to get away, just and have that almost set up as an annual trip. I mean, it's a great time to be able to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know that COVID's hit us all hard, and especially in the travel and tourism industry. What has Carnival done now to kind of get ready for all that as things are unfolding?
So actually, we did it quite a bit prior to it being deemed a pandemic. Early last year, once we saw that, well, at the time, coronavirus was slowly starting to spread and make its move, we started to make some subtle changes on board while we were still cruising. So, for example, we had staff located throughout the different stations on the buffet. So the buffet was no
Mm,
longer self-serve, so we were serving our guests. Same thing at the actual ice cream,
mhm,
soft serve ice cream stations. We made, for example, the restaurant menus like digitalized, so it's not all paper anymore. And also we made do with the our Fun Times newsletter. So again, it's all digitalized now. You can find it on our app. So again, just to reduce the contacts,
contact.
between individuals. So we did those small changes. We also increased, obviously, staff around the clock to clean our ships, and also ensuring that, once you're entering, let's say, a restaurant and also leaving, you had to sanitize your hands because we had the sanitation stations made available as well. So that was last year. There will be some additional changes moving forward. But what we've done in order for us to restart next week on July 3rd, we're going to go to a 95% vaccination across all of our guests. Our crew will be fully vaccinated,
Mhm.
but 95% of our guests will have to be double vaccinated. So meaning that they would have to have had their second vaccine at minimum within 2 weeks prior to their sailing. So that's kind of the cutoff, 2 weeks prior. They will have to also show, once they arrive at the terminal, they'll have to also show proof of being double vaccinated, and also with the date that it was completed as well. So in the actual cruise terminal, all guests will be asked to wear their masks also when boarding the ship too. But then once they're actually on board the ship, they will not have to wear their mask whatsoever. So at least we have that. And then while in destination, each destination has their own protocols and guidelines in place. So all the guests will have to adhere to the actual local guidelines. So whether it's any kind of testing or mask wearing and practicing physical and social distancing, etc. And then we'll also have the opportunity, to just have fun and just recreate the fun that we were always able to
Yeah.
offer for our guests, right?
Well, and everybody is just, there's just so much pent up demand and excitement that I'm sure that some of those first few cruises are just going to be a blast as
Oh
everybody,
my gosh,
releases after all of these months. Yeah,
absolutely.
no, it's terrific. Do you have a favorite itinerary? I know there's going to be so many that Carnival offers, but is there one that stays, it's kind of fresh in your mind?
Yeah, I would say as a personal favorite, the Mediterranean, I think
Mm,
by far is probably the best way to see Europe. You
mm,
get bits and pieces, as you know, when you're cruising. And it's just a fun way. You don't have to worry about changes of currency, languages necessarily, and it's just a great way to see Europe. I also love when it comes to the South, the Caribbean. I really, really love the Southern Caribbean itineraries as well that we offer. They're absolutely gorgeous destinations, expensive destinations too, I might add. Like if you were to go stay at a hotel or a resort in each destination, it would be quite expensive to visit these places. So the fact that you can visit these really, luxurious 5-star type of islands and make it really affordable in doing so. I think it's truly the best way as well to see these destinations is by a Carnival cruise.
yes, yes, definitely. Have you seen a shift in kind of that top itinerary or top destination now versus say pre-COVID to now that may have changed?
Not necessarily. There's, unfortunately this year, because of the phase-in approach, we're limited with destinations that we
Mhm,
can
mhm.
visit. Right? So we have Alaska sailing, starting to sail to Alaska late July. We have our Caribbean resuming. We have Mexico as well. So we're limited, unfortunately, this for the summer season. But hopefully, again, once things are in full swing, hopefully for the fall and winter, we'll be back at doing what we do best, and then back to normal, so to speak, for next
Mhm.
year. Like, doing Canada, New England, going back to the Med. We're in Australia and New Zealand year round as well with 2 ships full time. So, you
We
know,
have to wait.
yeah, just seeing that all kind of getting back to normal will be really exciting for all of us.
Yes, yes, for sure, for sure. We talk a lot about kind of niche markets, and whether that's now kind of the wellness trend, or looking at different other smaller groups. But what niches are really emerging well that fit well with Carnival?
Certainly, we attract families, and multi-generational are really, really popular with us. What's really great about Carnival is under the Carnival Corporation umbrella, we have different type of cruise lines from our sister brands. So, for example, they may have their grandparents that will sail on the Cunard, but Cunard sailing. But then, for example, when they want to take their family, then treat their children and their grandchildren to a family vacation, they'll still stay within the Carnival umbrella and come on board Carnival and sail with us. So we're really big on multi-generational, and as I mentioned, families, especially also first-time cruisers. We've noticed an influx of first-time cruisers as well. This year for bookings for next year and for the following years to come. So, and then of course groups. So we've always been really big with different type of groups as well, from as small as 8 cabins to, a full ship charter, right? We have all
Mm.
different options available for our guests to enjoy.
Well, you guys have always been so good too with the charity events and the fundraisers too. So that's
Yeah, that's a huge component. I stand behind that 100%. I'm really involved with that. And I love the fact that we donate $4 US per person per day when they sail with us as a charity or slash fundraiser. It's really giving back to the community and to those charities that are in need of funding.
yes, no, that's terrific. That's terrific. So this one's always kind of a fun question, just to see everybody's answer. But if Carnival was a food, what
Yeah.
food would it be? Or drink? You can also
Or-
go drink, but
yeah.
but food is good.
I have to say this really, I had to really think about this one. So I hope you like it. But thought of a spicy pineapple chipotle martini, and hear me out. Okay?
Yes.
You didn't know how much you would actually love it until you try it. A little spicy, a little tropical, it leaves you wanting for another one. How about that? Just like a
Oh
card,
yeah.
always
Well,
leave you.
that sounds delicious and something that's very fitting for Carnival for sure. For
I think
sure.
so.
Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I like that. And as we are starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and hopefully, the world does open up in the next little bit so that we can all get back to international travel, where is one place that you definitely want to go first?
Europe, the Med. Yeah, as soon as we have that opportunity of doing so, that's definitely somewhere where if I can hop on a cruise. Actually, I was just talking about this with some family earlier today, and I was like, I can't wait. The moment that we're able to do so, I'll book myself on a Mediterranean cruise and make my way back there for sure. How about yourself?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of places there. I'm fortunate that I've got a few groups that some have rolled over from last year, and so I've got those to look forward to for next year, and some new ones that I'm putting in. So I've got a family trip for the Galapagos booked for next May, and then looking at an Iceland group, and I've got an Ireland group already going for next September, and then some cruises in it. So I am one of those fortunate people that I don't mind traveling, and wherever it takes me, it takes me. So
Yeah.
Somebody could tempt me with something, in a couple of months and I could be off. But I have done some Canadian travel over the last little bit, and I have enjoyed that too, I mean, we have such a beautiful country here, and we don't always get to see coast to coast because it's far. It's a big country. So I enjoy doing some domestic travel as well.
Nice.
Yeah,
Well,
that's great. But I hope to see you soon at one of our in-person trainings because you're always
yeah.
so much fun. But I want to thank Marilisa being our guest today for our coffee chat. And you can always follow up with this talk and several others on our YouTube channel, Explore the World Live, and you can link forward to our other ones. Thanks very much. Take care.